In the global luxury and entertainment landscape, brand communication is never accidental. Every image, every caption, and every posting schedule reflects a carefully calculated message. On December 19th, Italian luxury house Bulgari released 3 consecutive posts on its official Weibo account, all centered on Chinese actress Zhao Lusi. At first glance, these posts may appear to be routine brand promotions. However, a closer look reveals a far more deliberate narrative. From editorial imagery to cinematic video language and carefully chosen wording, Bulgari was not simply showcasing jewelry, it was publicly defining Zhao Lusi's identity within the brand's universe. The speed, consistency, and symbolic depth of these 3 messages immediately captured public attention. Why would a top-tier luxury brand speak 3 times in one day about the same artist? And why do many observers interpret this move as a clear confirmation of Zhao Lusi's status rather than a temporary collaboration? To understand the significance, we must examine each message carefully, starting from the first. Before analyzing each message individually, it is important to look at the overall structure of Bulgari's communication strategy. On December 19th, the brand released 3 posts within a very short time frame, including 1 image post and 2 video posts. This sequencing was neither random nor repetitive. Instead, it formed a continuous narrative flow. All 3 posts were unified under the hashtag #StarsLoveBulgari, reinforcing a long-standing brand concept that highlights emotional connection rather than simple endorsement. Visually, the content moved from editorial elegance to cinematic storytelling, gradually deepening the audience's emotional engagement. Linguistically, the captions evolved from external description to internal reflection, suggesting a deliberate progression. Such a structured release pattern is rarely used for short-term collaborations. In luxury branding, repeated exposure within a single day often signals strategic emphasis and confirmation. By speaking 3 times with consistency and intention, Bulgari was not amplifying noise, it was reinforcing clarity. This overview sets the foundation for understanding why each individual message carries significant weight. The first message released by Bulgari focuses on visibility and status. In this post, Zhao Lusi appears wearing Bulgari jewelry and watches on the December cover of a major fashion magazine, immediately positioning her within the core fashion system, rather than at its margins. What stands out is not only the imagery, but the explicit listing of product collections. Bulgari carefully names its iconic lines, including Serpenti, Serpenti Viper, Serpenti Tubogus, and B01, alongside the Bulgari, and Serpenti Tubogus watch collections. In luxury communication, this level of detail is intentional. It signals trust, endorsement, and brand alignment. By associating Zhao Lusi with multiple signature collections, particularly Serpenti, the brand's most symbolic motif, Bulgari places her directly within its heritage narrative. She's not styled to serve a single product. Instead, she becomes a unifying presence across the brand's identity. This first message establishes a clear foundation. Zhao Lusi is presented not as a guest, but as a recognized figure in Bulgari's high fashion world. This sets the tone for the deeper emotional layers that follow. Following the establishment of status, Bulgari's second message shifts the focus from appearance to emotional resonance. Presented in video format, this post moves beyond static fashion imagery and invites the audience into a slower, more contemplative visual world. Zhao Lusi is portrayed in warm light, surrounded by golden tones that echo the timeless elegance of the brand. The caption emphasizes the balance between classic heritage and contemporary brilliance, a duality that has long defined Bulgari's creative philosophy. Within this context, Zhao Lusi is no longer simply wearing the jewelry, she is interpreting its spirit. Her gestures, expressions, and pacing align with the brand's language of confidence, grace, and inner strength. In luxury storytelling, this level of alignment is significant. brands rarely invest cinematic resources in figures they view as temporary collaborators. Instead, such visual narratives are reserved for individuals who can naturally embody the brand's values. This second message deepens the connection established in the first. It transitions Zhao Lusi from a visible presence into an emotional representative, preparing the audience to see her as someone who belongs within Bulgari's world, not just in image, but in essence. The third message completes Bulgari's narrative by introducing the dimension of time and continuity. Unlike the previous posts, this video places greater emphasis on mood reflection and emotional maturity. The visual rhythm slows further, allowing moments of stillness that suggest introspection rather than display. Keywords in the caption point toward themes of growth, fulfillment, and return, concepts that are rarely used in short-term brand collaborations. In luxury storytelling, such language often signals a shared journey, one that evolves rather than ends abruptly. Through this framing, Zhao Lusi is portrayed not only as a current presence, but as someone whose path aligns with the brand's long-term vision. Her on-screen portrayal reflects confidence shaped by experience, reinforcing the idea of personal evolution. This mirrors Bulgari's own narrative, a house rooted in heritage yet continuously transforming without losing its essence. By closing the sequence with this message, Bulgari sends a subtle but powerful signal. The relationship being presented is not momentary. It is layered, intentional, and forward-looking. With this third post, Zhao Lusi's identity within the brand is no longer implied. It is quietly, yet clearly, affirmed. When viewed together, Bulgari's three messages form a clear structure of identity confirmation, rather than simple promotion. Each post serves a distinct purpose, yet all move toward the same conclusion. The first establishes status, placing Zhao Lusi within high-fashion editorial space and associating her with the brand's most iconic collections. The second builds emotional alignment, showing that her image and temperament resonate naturally with Bulgari's aesthetic and values. The third introduces continuity, using language of growth and return to suggest a relationship that extends beyond a single moment. In luxury branding, identity is not declared outright. It is constructed through repetition, symbolism, and narrative progression. By speaking 3 times in one day, with consistency in tone, imagery, and meaning, Bulgari reduces ambiguity. The brand is not testing a partnership nor responding to speculation. It is defining a position. Together, these messages confirm Zhao Lusi not as a temporary collaborator, but as a figure whose presence is intentionally integrated into Bulgari's long-term brand story. In the world of luxury, silence can be powerful, but repetition, when used deliberately, is decisive. Through 3 carefully timed messages, Bulgari did not issue a formal announcement, yet it delivered something far more effective: clarity. The brand reinforced Zhao Lusi's positioning within its universe through imagery, emotion, and narrative continuity. The impact extended beyond fashion media, shaping public perception and redefining her presence in the luxury landscape. More importantly, it set expectations for what may come next. This was not a closing statement, but an opening chapter, one that suggests a deeper, longer collaboration still unfolding.